Guys, welcome to Body Code. I want to talk about an incident last night when I was leaving the gym. If y'all know me, I take the light rail back home, which is pretty much like a train, but it's light rail. I don't know if you have one where you're from, but it's like a subway, something like that. But I hopped on there, and I noticed, when I hopped on there, I looked to my fucking right, and I see like everybody sitting in the back. Kind of like usually when you get on there, you're kind of separated, and everyone's sitting fucking together. I didn't think anything of it. I looked to my left, there's this guy standing up, wobbling on his bike. I didn't think of it. I'm fucking tired because I worked my first job in the morning. Then I left there and I came and trained a couple of athletes of mine. So I fucking didn't think of anything. I'm tired. So I sit right fucking near this guy, and before I notice, I look up, he's fucked up, like fucking on something, I'm assuming heroin. He was nodding out, and then he'd wake up and he'd start fucking talking to someone that wasn't there, and he was saying some fucking crazy shit. I was like, oh shit, I'm right next to this guy, and now I know why people aren't sitting next to him. I said, oh fuck. Of course, because especially when someone's fucked up, they do not care, about other people's safety, and you know how people, I said, oh man, in the back of my head, like, I'm going to have to fucking fight this guy, so I was like, oh shit, he's screaming, talking, and I'm fucking right there. Everyone else is fucking 6-7 seats behind me. I said, shit, so what I did, I just kept looking down, and I put my headphones on. I have my, my rider wear shoes, which if you don't know, it's a good training shoes, like for training in the gym, but they also look like boxing and wrestling shoes. And this guy he's nodding out, screaming some weird words, talking about, I don't know, I remember he was talking about like Afghanistan and like about their trains and when he was in the war, like some crazy fucking shit. This dude was probably my age. It was probably like 35. I'm 31. So I mean, I hear everything. I had my headphones in, but I didn't have them on because I didn't know what this guy. I had this weird fucking feeling. I thought, oh, shit. And he was talking. I'm like, who is he talking to? And then he fucking said, hey, in front of me, and he said, oh, fuck, he's gonna fucking talk to me. In my mind, like, this is not gonna be good. The way he's talking, he's gonna try and start some fucking shit with me, and I'm like, fuck, my life is going good right now. I don't want to have to fucking do anything, where I'm going back to fucking prison. So I look up, he's fucked up. I thought, oh shit. So he's like 2 feet away from me. But it's weird though, guys, because, here, of course, you're going to judge a book by its cover because of the way he's acting. Everyone's fucking scared on that bus. So I said, shit. But he said, hey. And I looked up and he said, oh, I like your shoes. He's fucking fucked up. I said, oh, thank you. He said, what kind are those? He leaned in a little bit close to me. I said, shit. And then he said, oh, there's I was telling him about my rider wear, and I was like pretty much like bodybuilding. And he said, oh, they look like wrestling shoes. And then he fucking jumped back and he said, let's wrestle. Like, it fucking weird. Like, he got in a wrestling stance. I was like, oh shit. I'm about to fuck this dude up. But then he like calmed down. He said, I'm just kidding. I guess he seen I was fucking, I was gonna fuck him up. But long story short, we got to fucking, when I mentioned bodybuilding, before the wrestling part, I guess it triggered him in his back of his mind, whatever the fuck, and we started, it's fucking weird. We started talking about bodybuilding, he was a fan of it, and so what's weird is like, he was standing up this whole fucking time on the train, wobbling back and forth, talking to a fucking ghost or something, But he finally sat down, and started talking to me, and I was like, okay. We started talking a little bit about bodybuilding, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, comes up. And then we started talking about, like, lifting, and he was obviously getting better, he wasn't disrespecting me or nothing, actually kind of, talked to the guy, I didn't know what was going on with him. Of course, he's on something. But then we started talking. He started saying to me, I'm so depressed, you know. And then I was thinking maybe that's why this guy is getting high. You know, he's depressed. So I got more into his life. It's just weird, you know. I usually try to stick to myself, you know. I don't really approach that many people, you know, unless I'm approached, you know. And of course he approached me, but we got to talking for the whole fucking 50 minutes it took me to get home. So, but this guy explained that he was severely fucking depressed, and obviously he said he had like PTSD. It was talking about him being, I guess, going over or being in the army or whatever, you know. And I was talking. I said, you know, depression. You know, we all been there, you know. And I wasn't feeling too good that morning, guys. I was depressed about something else going on in my life, you know. And then I said, man, like we all get depressed, you know. And then he started opening up a little more, saying that, you know, that his fiance cheated on him with his best friend, and that he lost two of your best friends in one go, you know, someone you love, and then of course your best friend, you know. So he's fucking depressed as shit. Obviously it's recent, you know, 2 months you lose your fucking best friend of some time, and then of course the woman you love, you know. So he pretty much went into a downward spiral, you know. And he said, I'm so depressed, you know. He's kind of still talking, but he's still, I can tell he's like nodding out mid-conversation. He'd wake up a little bit and kind of talk more about it, you know. And what's crazy is after that, I mean, he was so calm, you know. And I'm trying to tell him, man, you know, like life can fucking suck it sometimes, you know. And it really sucks. And I told him a little bit about my story, you know. I was telling him about my fucking story, you know. And I don't know, like his eyes lit up, you know. Of course, you look at, like, a lot of people that meet me now do not fucking think that I'm telling the truth when I tell y'all about my story. They're like, no fucking way. And I'm like, yes way. You know, if you do not know me, you know, not a lot of people are going to think I lived that life that I did live, you know. And I was telling me, like, holy shit, you know, I can't believe, you know, that you lived that life. You know, it's kind of like living the life that he's living right now, you know. And I was telling him I fucking changed. And we talked a little bit more about weightlifting, you know. And I mean, it's crazy how it all started, you know. And I actually enjoyed talking to this man, you know. Even at first I was like, fuck, like, you know, something's gonna happen, you know. I just had this feeling, but maybe that feeling was for something else, of meeting someone new and maybe trying to help them, you know. So what I did is I had I gave him my information, not like my fucking phone number or nothing, but, you know, like my social media. You know, and I told him, you know, fucking hit me up, you know, trying to, you know, if you ever need to talk or something, if you need something, you know, just because he was actually pretty cool, and he was knowledgeable in like bodybuilding and weightlifting, you know. But of course he fell out of it. It was just, you know, I told him I'm do personal training, and if you ever wanted to, you know, change your life and you wanted to get back into being, you know, working out again, you know, I told him I'd be glad to help him, you know. So just weird. Usually thought that was a weird story of how everything kind of connected, you know, me with this person, when of course everyone would not do something like I did. And, you know, because a lot of people are embarrassed about other people judging them. You know, you might, like, for instance, no one wants to be associated with this guy nodding out, and you're sitting there chatting with him like a friend. You know, people are afraid of what others may think of them, you know. And that's where, like me, I do not give a fuck, you know. So it didn't embarrass me or nothing, you know. I just know people in the back of the train are looking at me like, this, what's he fucking doing, you know. And I'm talking to the guy, like, because he's fucking human, you know. And it's because I've been in his shoes, guys. And you know, I remember seeing the faces looking at me when I'm chatting with this guy, because I moved from my seat and I went over to his seat closer to him to talk to him. You know, people are probably looking at me, this guy, because, you know, they're on the train with him before I was, so obviously they heard him, you know, talking out loud and, you know, just embarrassing himself. You know, no one wanted to be associated with him, so here I am talking to the guy. But the guy sits down and has a conversation with me, you know. So You know, not a lot of people would do that, and I think it was like my time to. It was weird how I met this guy, you know, and I hope it'd be good to hear from him, you know, maybe in the future if he changes his life or something. I mean, it would be great, you know. So guys, don't ever judge anyone or how they act now. You know, like something like that situation, you don't know what they're going through. You know, he went through a fucking lot. You know, a lot of fucking heartache, heartbreak. You know, recently, and then in his past, being in the army. So that's what the point of the video is. Don't judge people. You don't know what they're going through. You know, and trying to. Can, man, maybe reach out to them. You know, it depends how fucking crazy they are. You know, this guy I probably wouldn't have reached out to because he was doing that, but he reached out a little bit to me, started a conversation with me, and it went good. You know, some situations like that could go very fucking sour quick. You know, and I've seen it happen with a lot of fucking individuals. So, the main moral of the story is trying to, man, don't judge anybody. So, guys, look out for one another. You never know what someone's going through, and I hope the rest of y'all have a good day. And that was my light rail train story that happened yesterday. So, but y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching, and till the next video. I love you guys. All right.